it's Zach here, and welcome to this first episode of The Lego Show. Today I will be taking you on a grand tour of one of my favorite buildings in my city of Legoville, which is the TV Broadcast Center. This broadcast center has it all from radio, late night talk, and your local news. So without further ado and time wasted, let's jump right on in. Right before we head on inside, I do want to show you some of the key features in the TV Broadcast Center exterior. Right now, as you can see, they've got these double doors, and I actually have two gold frogs that I use for handles to open the doors. And as you can see, get a peek inside there, as well as included an arch gateway, which really makes it look authentic and like great architecture of a building. So I'm really excited how those turned out. As you can see, you got windows there and the double doors there to which one enters, and more windows over there. Alright, now we can go inside. This is one of my favorite studios in the TV Broadcast Center. This is actually the second floor, and it's a late night talk show studio, as you can see there. I actually spent all of yesterday really redoing this studio, making it look more late night-ish compared to what it used to look like. As you can see, we got a studio audience there, got the sidekick there, we got a host who is all the way down there, really performing the monologue for the audience and the folks at home. This is called The Lego Show, and this is really the late night equivalent to like The Late Show or The Tonight Show, which really air nightly. So it's really interesting to see that we got this kind of late night talk show really going on here. This is actually a number one passion of mine and possible career goal, as well as to be in that position. As you can see, we got a backdrop of a bridge that's really lit up behind the sidekick there. We got the desk right there with the ever so coveted microphone at the end, which really is a nice touch and really what most late night talk shows use, as well as really this these buildings. And really in here, if you look at this area with the building, the door, this area here closest to the bridge, this actually opens and allows a simulated backstage area where I will come out when I need to. So that really is that really was a fun touch. I really wanted to do that to simulate a realistic late night talk show for the Lego people. Right now, people can tune in 10 o'clock on TV for this show as well. And as you can see, we got actually really some cool lights there, which really bring out the real studio look. As you can see, you got two bright lights there that shine upon me and my sidekick right there. And yes, a studio audience is a must. And as you can see right here, this red light on this camera, this is actually a teleprompter which will feed me the jokes as well. And as you can see there, I told a joke and died of laughter as well. So, and as you can see, we got the coveted coffee mug. We got two seats for the guest of the evening, which will also come out that door. And I very much do like this studio. It was very much a nice touch, and I look forward to seeing what else this building can hold. Whether a fourth floor would be in need, I don't know. I'll definitely review that or revise that position. But as for now, this really is one of the greatest shows in Lego late night. So I hope you enjoy. And also, as you can see here, it also features some awards right there that is won over the years. You got two trophies and a plaque deep back there in the shadows. So really this really is a game changer, and obviously people do like this show because of the amount of awards it has won. Alright, third floor and final. Welcome to the third and final floor. Right now, this is the TV Legoville news floor, which features local news delivered by our fellow anchor, Bob Brick. This is Bob. He is the TV News Legoville anchor, has been doing it for many, many years and decades. As over here we got Craig Click, who is the chief meteorologist at the station. As you can see, he is reading off a teleprompter for his weather reports. And yes, there is a green screen, and that monitor over there shows him what's on the screen, so he can deliver his really interesting, witty weather reports. Right now you can see a little bit bit of him closer there. A little bit closer as Bob delivers the weather for the city of Legoville. And right now over here we got a reporter over here, or actually this is one of our other main anchors here in the city of Legoville. Nicole, she does the news at noon and 5. Now she is doing some reports for the TV news at 6, reading via teleprompter right now. And this is mainly just to introduce like different aspects, not only sitting at the desk, but also reporting from various portions of the main studio. As you can see, we got teleprompter there, and there. Right over here, this is really cool. This is really fascinating thing. This is actually new that I put in. It's actually an edit bay, and what it does is a reporter can do his voiceovers, because as a reporter, they will always have to do a voiceover, almost always, unless you're live, which I think they do them there too. I'm not sure. Let me know. And yeah, so this reporter's really doing his voiceover for his story for the next day, reading it. And right now you can't really see in there, but there is a microphone in there, so he can really repeat or do his voiceover, really which needs to be done. This area here, actually, this is cool. This is the main newsroom, making sure everything's on track. We got our news producer director down there, so really making sure everything is on track. You can see we got clocks for both Lego time zones, as well as computer monitors. There's 4 up there, and then there's a computer monitor there, and also another one down there. Just making sure the news goes according to plan. It's really important. That is there right now, and as you can see, one of these might actually be teleprompter feeding into these cameras here, but nevertheless, this studio is really a lot of fun that I really get to do. And as you can see, there's a little bit of space. You can't really see it there because it just went blurred. There we go. Right now you can't really see it, but there's one over there, and yes, these teleprompters, they do swivel back and forth, so you can really get the effect, and so our reporter can read from this area as well. Meanwhile, looking into the teleprompter, as well. So it's really a lot of fun. And as you can see, you got the red lights there, or you can see we got red lights on the teleprompter here on all 3 teleprompters, indicating that you are on the air. Once that light goes on, you are on the air. As you can see, we got the desk, we got the classical news cup, or the classical city cup there, and also some notes for Bob to be reading off of right there. A little bit better look at the edit bay there. You can see nothing really too special in there. And right now I did this actually really, the idea for like this kind of a backdrop here with the 2 windows kind of came from one of our local TV stations here into where I live. There's one where there's 2 windows, an anchor sitting in front, and just everything going on in the newsroom. Really, it is a lot of fun, and I really love doing it. Building this was really a complete and utter surprise how good it actually came out. And now with all that, let's take a look at the roof, because there's some stuff on there that I would like to show you as well. This is the roof of the TV broadcast center. As you can see right here, there is a little area up there that's really not used, or ever really has been used since its former occupants, so I don't think it's really necessary that room right there, but it does look good. It does give it some height, as well as you can see, I've got those ugly rock pieces, those big ugly rock pieces, and that really just shines in giving it sort of like an Art Deco type turret. I'm really excited with that and how that turned out as well. So starting with our cast of characters, on the bottom floor we got kind of a construction guy or a little technician who comes in and does the news, or fixes the equipment and makes sure it's all up and running. Next we have the receptionist who answers the phone and takes calls daily. As you can see, she's got her TV uniform there. Great work there. We got our station manager, This guy really kind of oversees everything. He's kind of really head and in charge of this station, making sure everything goes great. There's nothing better than having someone really monitor what you're doing in order to do it right, fair, and accurate, and that's his job. And he's just an overly talkative guy as well. Last but not least, our little man here, this guy, I don't know who he is. He could be a radio host, or actually could be one of the podcasters, the Blue Sweater podcast, or the Blue Jacket podcast, rather. You can catch that as well, coming from this building. And now let's take a look at the minifigs from the top floor. Now, as you can see right here, we got our hosts of the Lego show, Zach Thomas, so that'd be me. I am the host, and I bring you all the best in entertainment, anytime, anywhere on the TV website, as well as on the air for the City of Legoville, keeping them, as well as the rest of Legoland, entertained. And I can't really do my job without my trusty sidekick here. This is our sidekick, Tyler. He announces me in and just kind of goes around with what I'm doing. A really good sidekick. And he just stands there and throws some jokes. We build onto the jokes. Sometimes we fear we may get fired, but oh well, we've had a great run. Now time to the top floor and meet the TV news crew. So right now, continuing, this is the final floor's cast of characters. Right now, as you can see, we got Nicole, who really does the news twice a day, and also we have our main anchor, Bob Brick. This guy was really... This was an interesting character to develop. I watched the ABC World News Tonight with David Muir, and he really served as the character development for this TV anchor. As you can see, he's got his suit, he's got his slick hair, his hair slicked back, and just an overall personable guy. Really delivers the news on a nightly basis. So that's it for Bob. We have our station manager, who really we have our not station manager, but we have our producer director, making sure the news goes really smoothly and everything happens on time and everything gets in by the time the 6 o'clock news rolls. Deadline is at 3 o'clock p.m. for the reporters to have their stuff handed in. Now let's chime over and see what's going on at the other end. We got our man Craig Click here. He is the TV chief meteorologist who does the weather nightly. So Craig delivers weather in front of the green screen every night, and obviously, much like me and Tyler, this guy here serves as Bob Brick's sidekick on a nightly basis, as there is end of the news chatter. So great job to you, Craig. He is on the verge of retirement. We got one of our other reporters here, really an unnamed reporter here. This is the guy you actually saw in the edit bay, really just delivering the news, just really getting his stuff ready in order for the next day's news. Right now, right there, you can see he kind of has that cool little TV logo shirt as well. So really, great job to this guy for hitting the streets and getting the news that matters to the people of Legoville. Second final thing we're going to look at here is the TV broadcast van, which really serves its purpose in order of going out and reporting from the streets. Right now, as you can see, we got our reporter here. She is getting ready to do her interview out from the streets of Legoville. As you can see, we got the camera from earlier with the TV symbol on the side. And as you can see, this van is nice and blue and white. And as you can see, those three holes there, that's actually a really interesting technique, because in order for her to go live, she has to plug into the middle hole right there. The other two serve various other purposes, but that middle hole built into that van is where she'll plug in, and she will be live from wherever she is covering, whether it be on the streets, City Hall, or any other or any really event that's going on across the city. So that's really cool. And as you can see, we got the cockpit there. Which I really used these windows here in order to give it like a full window shape. So that really turned out pretty great as well. The TV logo, always a must on a news van, especially this one. Alright, so let's take a look inside actually. So this is actually the look inside. As you can see, we got 3 monitors. They're printed monitors there for just overviewing and everything right there. And you can see we got a clock that really does take in the see, we got a clock there that tells her how much time she's got left in her delivering reporting. And as you can see right here, this is really where the gear goes, and you can see that this is actually a little closet with a functioning opening. It's actually an opening door that kind of leads into that closet. There's a hook for her microphone and for the camera as well. As you can see, there is the front cockpit, and they're kind of a tight squeeze, but nevertheless gets the job done. Alright, Zach, what inspired you to build this TV station and put it in the city? Well, I've always had a fascination for like news and weather and all of that stuff, especially in the broadcast medium. Right now, that's really where that came from, and I've always been fascinated by like TV news stations. I've been in a few times. They're really cool, really neat, just like all that technology that's in there. And I've always, even from like a little kid, I've always wanted to be a weatherman or a news journalist. So that really kind of put a kick in it. And I've always been, like I said, I've always been fascinated with the inside of a TV news station. And really, no matter where you are, no matter who you are or what community you're in or have, you always have a right to broadcast media. And I think TV news really demonstrates that to a clear and capable, to be very clearly. Right now, as you can see, with everything that just went on inside, with the middle floor being dedicated to entertainment, so radio, TV, and late night talk really have a place in that building, and really in the city of Legoville. So, really, it's just a really cool building to have in the city of Legoville. Really just taking on whatever challenge comes to it, and really and also local media is very important. You always need to be in the know. I try to stay away from like regional media, because usually it's 10 minutes us and like the rest of the show London or Toronto or whatever. But I think really in terms of balancing out regional and local, really does do a good job. And yes, there is regional news coming from this building as well on the weekends. But really, it's really an interesting building to have. I'm really proud of how it came out. I love everything that's inside. The people, the crew, everybody, really great. And also the TV van really adds a nice touch to it as well. The giant satellite dishes let you know that this is a broadcast facility, and I just love the TV News logo, like really smack dab in the front, also letting you know this is TV News. We are Legovilles News-Leader. Alright, that's it. Thank you for sticking around. If you've stuck around till the end, again, thank you. I know some stuff kind of really got a little touchy at times, especially I'm still trying to figure out this equipment. But if you want to see more, of this, really like, comment, and subscribe. And you can even comment which building of mine you wanted, or which other Lego mock I have that would really benefit to, or that you would really like to see. Alright, well, thank you so much for joining me. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Social media descriptions are in the link. If you like Lego and you want to see more Lego from me, really join me on the Instagram. Alright, well, thank you, and have a great day.